All right, today's video, we're going to discuss what is a reverse pivot and why it happens in your golf swing. So a reverse pivot is when you get to the top of the backswing and your spine is angled towards the target, okay? So a proper pivot in the golf swing would look something more like this, where your spine is angled away from the target, okay? And so what are some of the reasons that cause a reverse pivot? The main reason that I see causing a reverse pivot is in the backswing, the hips push away from where they originally started. They push backwards away from the target. And when the hips go, as you can see, what that already created is that forward spine angle in our spine. So without doing anything with my head at all, my head's gonna stay completely still. If your hips push out, you create a reverse pivot immediately in your backswing. You're not gonna be able to fix that as you continue to turn. And so what needs to happen is you just need to be able to hold that hip line as you turn back, okay? So the next reason that causes a reverse pivot is that as players turn in their backswing, they're really loaded up onto that lead leg. So when we take the club back, most of us start somewhere 50-50 with our feet, and that's fine. I'm not going to get into pressures in your feet for this video, but 50-50 is kind of the norm. And as you go back, if you have a reverse pivot, you're probably getting more like 70-30 or 80-20 into your lead leg. And that immediately throws your head forward and creates this reverse pivot at the top of the backswing. So the next reason you could have a reverse pivot is that in your backswing, your head goes in front of the ball. So you could do everything right with your hips, you could do everything right with the pressures in your feet, but if your head stays completely still, you hear that old adage, you got to keep your head still. No, your head does not stay still in the golf swing. So your head should move behind the ball, okay? It's getting the center of your mass a little bit behind the ball, okay? And then you turn around that, and that creates the proper spine angle. And so for players that have a reverse pivot, what they do is they try to keep their head super still, and now their spine remains very vertical or sometimes even angled towards the target. So allow your head to get behind the ball a little bit in your backswing, and you will get rid of that reverse pivot. So those are the three main reasons why you could be doing a reverse pivot in your golf swing. I hope now you understand what a reverse pivot is and why it could be happening. If you're interested in learning more on how to fix those problems, check out thestraightapproach.com and sign up for online lessons. I look forward to working with you all soon.